everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Today's game features one of the best offenses in the NFL. The Falcons rank in the top 10 in total offense, and they go up against a Cowboys defense that will need to be at its best.
All right, Larry, EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. We thought the old place was loud. Somehow this place got even louder a short time ago as the Falcons were introduced to this sellout crowd. We're set to go as the Falcons get ready to match up with the Dallas Cowboys. Matt Bryant of the Falcons set and ready to kick it off, and we are underway from Atlanta. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Here's Martin, and not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again, go play action, hit them over the top.
Second down following the run.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Now, let's go. Leopard. Leopard. Gun. Back there. No. Check. Over.
Again, it's Martin. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down. He makes a wonderful play there off the corner, protecting his side of the field.
Oh, that reminds me of the great defenses of old, doesn't it? The Pittsburgh Steelers, Steel Curtain, they would not let you get on the field if you could only do one thing. You had to be a complete guy, and you had to be able to tackle.
Now, I know I've said this before, but you know I wasn't alive when the Steel Curtain was playing. I know them, but I just want to let you know I wasn't alive.
I'm going to keep peppering that in there, and one of these days you're going to think that you were.
Now a play fake here on first down. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. A good pickup there of 22.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
And now a first down following that long gain. Here's Rush to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. It'll be a gain of 9, and it'll be second and about a yard to go for the first. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. Looking to throw on second down. Rush. And Bryant's got it over the middle. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it. They love it because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
And this is incomplete. He was trying to get it to Doug Martin, and that'll bring up second down.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And the Falcons grab it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
Following the fumble recovery, it's Ryan. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he's able to get up here to the 26. Give him 7 on the play, and it's a second down. Second down now after the pass completion.
Watch left. Tight end to the left, tight end left.
From the shotgun, Ryan. And this is Gabriel on the catch. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Ryan finding Gabriel for the Falcon first down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
Incomplete. And not to get too overcritical there, because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. And the D-line pinching together, must be expecting the run.
We got 3, fellas. We got 3.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Ryan. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Austin Hooper, the tight end, was the intended target. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. A fake to Freeman. Now it's Ryan. And it's complete. Hooper. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23. Again, Ryan. He rifles one that's intercepted. It's Chidobe Awuzie, the rookie from Colorado. Charles, that makes now 5 interceptions and not even 5 quarters. Remember, he threw 4 picks last week.
And this turns into a tough situation because a lot of fans, the first thing is, oh, well, we need to change quarterbacks. This is your guy. This is your elite player. You can't just take him out like that. If I'm the coach, I make a little joke and say, you know something, big guy? We're going to change the football. So it's obvious that's the problem. It's not you. Keep firing.
And he hits Jason Witten, the tight end. And they'll get it all the way out near midfield to the 45. 23 yards on the play.
There's a completion to the tight end, and I think that we're looking at something out of central casting, frankly.
Absolutely.
I mean,
size, the hands.
the speed. I mean, can flat out run. You put that whole package together, you light up the eyes of an offensive coordinator, don't you?
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. The rookie from UCLA Tech, McKinley. And it'll make this a 2nd and long. From the gun, rush. Out left side here to Bryant. A good pickup there, 18 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Operating from the gun. Rush. And unable to connect. If he had caught it, it would have been a first down. Instead, it's fourth.
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't get that done on that play.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
Limited running room as he'll get about 3 to the 21.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
See if they stay on the ground for second down.
Hey, we got tight left, tight ends left. You got 3 down.
Here's Ryan to throw. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage after it.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And what's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
Less than a minute to go here in a scoreless first quarter to this point. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. Now it's Ryan. Looking deep downfield. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at its second down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
10 yards still left on second down. To throw again. Ryan. It's caught over the middle. Hooper. And he's going to get this inside the 30. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. Jumpy on the right side of the line.
Sometimes when you're on the end, a little bit farther away from the ball, any type of movement will get you to jump, and that's exactly what happened there.
Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Falcons. So following the penalty, now 1st and 5. After the penalty, here's Freeman. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
Well, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Devontae Freeman with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Falcons are in for 6. It's good, and that gives the Falcons a 7-0 lead. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. Here comes Ryan Switzer to return it. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Coming up later tonight, a reminder, one of the games we circled coming into the season, the Patriots at the Broncos. These two certainly have played some memorable games in recent years.
They sure have.
And tomorrow night, we wrap up Week 10 with the Dolphins heading up to visit the Panthers. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. They start the drive with Martin. Takes this to the 27, give him 4 yards.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
To throw on second down. Rush. Sliding out of the pocket. Oh, he's looking long for Witten. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. And the young Bucks showing that ability, that agility to dance outside of the pocket, complete the deep ball.
And don't think for a second that the coaching staff didn't have their heart rate accelerate a little bit there, right? Anytime you have those young quarterbacks and they get outside of the pocket, you're just hoping that they make good decisions because so many things can happen that can go wrong.
The ball comes out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
And I have to admit, partner, that I've often thought that I don't like this rule. Where the offensive player fumbles the ball, it goes out of bounds, and they get to keep it.
That's just because you're a defensive guy. That's why you don't like it.
Yeah, you're right. It is a slanted view, isn't it?
But this is where, for the offensive team, the sideline is their friend. Usually it's not their friend.
Yeah, exactly right. I actually played for a guy in college. You know what he used to name the sideline? Sammy. Sammy sideline, and use him well.
Looking to throw on second down. Rush. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
So a second down incompletion now brings up third down. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Off play action. Rush. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Mike Evans, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
On second down, here's Ryan. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. And he's got Sanu. Touchdown, Falcons. Mohamed Sanu, his second touchdown on the season. And the Falcons have taken the lead. And when a Hail Mary is completed for a touchdown pass like that, I think any defensive coordinator just puts their face right into their hands.
I don't think there's any doubt about it, and I don't have stats in front of me. I don't have the empirical numbers that say that in recent years the Hail Mary pass has been completed more than it has been, but it feels that way, doesn't it? And I know the defenses are spending more time on it. I think the biggest mistake they make is that they play everything from behind the receiver. I think they've got to start getting people in front as well to try and knock the ball away.
The Cowboys offense heading back out and ready to go again. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. They go play action here on first down. Drops it off to Martin. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. Call it a gain of 5, and it'll be a second down.
82's moving.
Off the play fake. Rush. His throw incomplete. Trying to get it there to Martavis Bryant. And it's third down.
Well, one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard.
All right, here we go.
From the gun on third down. Rush into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the rookie from San Diego State, DeMonte Casey. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown.
Did I just see what I thought I saw? Did I just see what I thought? That had to be. Come on, say it for me. Say it for me. Who picked up that pass?
The free safety.
Oh, you got to have those great skills back there. Eyes, anticipation, great hands. And, of course, how about the fluid moves afterwards to take it all the way to the house?
Sounds like you're watching your old game film up here in your head.
Yo, that's the dream I had of being that player. I just never was.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over. And they gave up the pick six, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
Escaping the pressure right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Now let's go. Watch it now, Barney.
Off play action. Rush. Steps away to his left. And on the left side, he's got Witten. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
All right, here we go.
drawing the penalty. Martin. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Call it a 6-yard gain. Still plenty of work to do coming up. 3rd and 14. Now Rush. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there. That brings up 4th. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and then just continued there with that incompletion.
Yeah, definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
And now we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? Where everything is working for them. Every move they make works. It clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about. On first down, Ryan. Looking downfield for Jones. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
Hey, let's go. Hey, gun. Flare. No.
2nd and 10 now. Ryan. They'll set up the screen for Freeman. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Hey, let's go.
Ryan now to throw on 3rd down. Going up top. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
I know exactly why I tried to throw the ball to Julio Jones there. He's never considered covered. He's either too fast or too strong. You always try and get it to him.
Especially on those deep passes. On the NFL scoreboard, an update from Los Angeles. It's the Rams that have grabbed the early lead. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Here's Martin as they begin on the ground. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. It's a gain of a yard, and it takes us to the 2-minute warning. 2nd down, 9 yards to go. Off the play fake. Rush. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
Well, sometimes those cliches really come true, don't they? When they talk about it takes all 11 to play good defense. We've seen that in this ball game. I think the secondary has to be singled out, though. They are in the presence of every receiver whenever the ball's thrown. And this one, they help force another incompletion.
Here we go. Green 39.
Off play action. Rush. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
That's a 1st down if he holds on, but you saw the contact, able to jar it free from him and force a 4th down.
Great play defensively there, as you said, just to knock it free, because if he had caught that, past the sticks, 1st down. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. Atlanta now coming out on the field. They've had a very solid first half, and as we near the end of that first half, they're just looking for a little more on top of their lead right now.
And when you put together a game plan on offense, you put together what you think is going to be the best possible scenario, right? Hey, we're going to score. These are the plays that are going to do it. But you also put together your counters, meaning after they make adjustments to what you're doing, what do we have to go to next?
The adjustment to the adjustment?
Exactly. So I can't wait to see if we come out of the half, how they're going to go about doing things. Do you just keep running what you ran before, or do you go to your counters expecting those adjustments to happen?
Before that, we'll see the end here of this first half.
Single receiver. Hey, you're on an island over there. Single receiver.
Now Ryan on second down. The left side completion to Jones. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. The Falcons on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. Freeman again, a first down carry. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. And they'll send the slot in motion left.
21.
And they're going to go soft on the corners. Now it's Ryan. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jones. A good pick up there of 20 yards. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver?
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. And here comes play number 6 on this drive.
Bring it. On. Gun. Check 51. He's crashing. He's checking crash. He's going.
On second down, Ryan looking deep for Julio. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones, his intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
I know the initial focus was on how far that pass was downfield, but how about the coverage on the play? Able to stay with him, get his hands where the receiver's hands were going to try and catch the ball, tips it up in the air, and knocks it away.
Third and long. It's Ryan. Now he steps away. Looking downfield for Jones. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield, but that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
Meanwhile, out in Los Angeles, they're in the second quarter now. It's the Rams that have grabbed the early lead. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. So we are at halftime here in Atlanta with a foul. You want the third quarter already? No problem. Let's do it. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded at the goal line. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. And here now come the Falcons. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? I mean, they score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you feel like you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Now Ryan on first down. He's got his man on the crossing route. Julio Jones all alone. Touchdown, Falcons. Julio Jones, 83 yards. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the second half. And I would say they went 3 and out last time, but actually they didn't even get to 3 and out. Still a strange decision to us here in the booth.
Yeah, let's hope they don't go 1 and out, but maybe, possibly, let's try and think with them here. Try and play field position maybe, turn the ball over, put it in the hands of their defense. Who knows?
You're a nice man. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Sometimes we wonder about play calls, but this one made perfect sense to me. He's got the only touchdown that they've scored in this game. Tried to get it to him again on another deep ball.
Back to the air on second down. Rush goes underneath to Martin. 12 yards there as they move the chains. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Rush. They set up the screen to Martin. Room to run past midfield. There goes Doug Martin. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Doug Martin with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Cowboys cut into that lead. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. So out come the Falcons now. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Again, they'll run with Freeman. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. A gain of 3, second down.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Off the play fake to Freeman. It's Ryan. The 20. And Jones has it over the middle. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Well, there's your leading receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, putting on another clinic, well over 100 yards.
Are we taking notes? We should be, right? Because I'm going to go back and watch this tape and really enjoy what I'm seeing. The route running, competing for the football, just breaking down a defense.
From the red zone now, here's Ryan on first down. On the screen, this is Coleman. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. A good first down call as the screenplay gets him 9. So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down. The former Indiana Hoosier here, Tevin Coleman. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And just like that, it's third down. They will run again with Coleman. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
How about the fellas with the stars on the side of their helmets rising up on defense? We always hear about the Cowboys' rushing offense. Their rush defense is pretty good as well, I think, because they're so cohesive. Defensive line, linebackers really work well together.
So on 4th down, off goes Matt Ryan, and on is another Matt Bryant. And the 42-year-old veteran's kick is up and good. And that'll push the lead up to 17.
It's good to be the kicker for the top offense in the NFL, and Matt Bryant was that in 2016. Led the league in scoring with 158 points, but boy, does Atlanta find him valuable. So dependable and clutch.
And he's been valuable in this league for a while. Hard to believe he's been around since 2002. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And now here come the Cowboys. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Going deep here for Bryant. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable 3rd down, because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
This is taken at the 18. A terrific return there. 27 yards all told. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Shift together here from the D-line. They'll try to get the ground game going with Freeman. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
And finding the tight end Hooper. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. And now prior to this 3rd and 1, we're going to get a timeout here. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll run it now out of the gun. Room here to run. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Freeman again. And shedding through the tackle. A beautiful spin and room to run. Touchdown, Falcons. Devontae Freeman, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Falcons will extend their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. And the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Now here's Bryant to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? Well, a lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Throw left side complete. It's Bryant. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Here's Rush to throw. He hits Beasley right side. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Going deep here for Bryant. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
I know you felt like saying touchdown there, didn't you, partner? That looked like a sure 6 points, but the contact jarred it free.
Got his hands on it, could not hold on through the end of the play. On 2nd down, Martin. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Doug Martin with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Cowboys get a bit closer. From the gun, Rush under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. So tried to throw it in for 2 points, but the D got home, brought him down.
Yeah, got home, which means there had to be good coverage. Just had nowhere to go with the ball. Typically, you try and throw quick hitters, quick slants, maybe even a quick fade. Nothing was open. He ends up getting sacked.
And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Here are the Falcons as their offense heads back onto the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. They toss to Freeman. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
And that's one of the few times they've been able to contain him. He's had a heck of a game, and maybe he's getting a little bit tired from how many times he's carried the ball. But I always think back to what all those old coaches say. The ball's not that heavy. Keep carrying it, kid.
On 2nd down, Freeman. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Just a couple there on the second down run. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8 situation.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the third quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the second half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
On 3rd down, Ryan dancing to his left. Swings it out to the flat for Freeman. And he'll be brought down, but a tip of the cap on the spin move as that gives him a first down. It's the Falcons. They've got the football. They've got the lead as we get set to start the 4th. So here we go, 1st and 10 now.
Watch tight end, watch tight end. Touch right, touch right. Go! Oh, no. 3 down. Oh, no. Motion.
Coleman. And he's going to be met at about the 43. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. Move.
To throw on 2nd down. Ryan, he's got Freeman here. It's complete. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side, but for lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jones. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. And now before this 4th and 2 play comes to fruition, they're going to think about it and call a timeout. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. So on 4th down, off goes Matt Ryan, and on is another Matt Bryant. From the left hash, this from 53 yards out. And this one is right down the middle. And that will stretch the lead up to 3 touchdowns now. It's a 21-point game. So it's 3 more points, and that widens things out even further here in the 4th.
Hey, in this league, you can never have too much. So if you're in range, grab the 3 whenever you can.
Bryant now, after hitting the field goal, gets set to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field.
Watch tight. Tight end right. Here we go.
Off the play fake. Rush. Then he finds Beasley, complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're gonna...
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Brooks Reed. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. Looking to throw on second down. Rush going deep here for Bryant. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Throwing on third and long. Rush looking for Evans, and it's intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10 at the 9-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
And a 10th carry here for Martin. Room past the 20. There goes Doug Martin. 20, 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Doug Martin, his third touchdown of the game, number 9 on the season. And the Cowboys cut into that lead. Now Bailey to tack on the extra point. And that'll cut the lead back now to 21. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Now he's going to let it go deep. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. It's Chidobe Awuzie, the rookie from Colorado. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. No gain on the play there. Second down. Throwing here, Rush. And this one caught by Beasley. And he goes out right around the 39. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. Those short little routes probably going to be open. The defense, they'll let those happen, especially when they can make an inbounds tackle.
Yeah, where's Coach Madden when you need him? He always talked about taking what the defense gives you, but sometimes you have to know when you have to take more. That was one of those situations.
They run. Martin. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a fourth down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
Now Freeman. He's been busy today. Able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35. And in this situation with the lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
Ryan firing quickly here, and that's complete. And the play goes nowhere, losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this. Bryant now, after hitting the field goal, gets set to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And out now come the Cowboys. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Flushed out right. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. A really good pickup of 28 yards. First down, here's the run with Martin. And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
So many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. Back to throw Rush. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Mike Evans with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Cowboys get a bit closer.
Well, if you've got him in your fantasy league, you like his production, his 2nd touchdown of the game. But right now, his team is trailing. Fortunately, he's playing pretty well and trying to keep them in it.
Yeah, they might need a little more from him here.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if they continue to call his number. Right now, he needs his defense to step up and give him a chance.
And a good job here by the Falcons. Their hands team able to recover it. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. A 20th carry now for Devontae Freeman. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. He was close to flirting with that sideline, but able to stay in bounds like you know his coach wants him to do and keep that clock moving.
Isn't it funny that we're watching this play when we had that discussion just yesterday about this? What do you do in this scenario? What do you...
And Freeman lost the football, but the Falcons were able to recover, so they will keep possession.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get them home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Ryan going to give to Freeman on the draw. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard there.